Okay, this is all ready to glaze. A couple of points I'm going to make here and a little slight demonstration. This was the original glass that came out of the sash to begin with. Most of this was busted, the corners were okay. I didn't have enough glass to match all four of these or all four of these, so I split it up with little pieces of brass. This is moss texture top and bottom. This is original, this is original. Move this a little bit. Actually move this around. This is what I did. I used brass cane. I thought it looked a little better. I undercut it. See that? So it can fit inside and also pretty much flush with the inside rabbet. And I will load that with glazing compound when I get that far. The other thing I wanted to do was, that's what I use a suction cup for, to pull the glass out of the hole, is that when I do a back bed, and I know people will go, I've had folks talk about this and I mention it and try to explain to them, because people go, oh, you gotta load the frame. No, you don't. Loading the frame is really awkward. Now I'm using gray glazing compound on here. Usually when I'm reglazing windows I'll use white, but since this is colored glass and the frame was originally painted black when I got it, if I put white in there with this black frame, and no, I'm not stripping the damn thing, that's up to the client. She just wanted the glass fixed, cleaned up a little bit. If she wants to go back and paint this gray glazing compound black, that's up to her, not my job. I don't do refinishing on windows and things. I don't do refinishing of furniture or anything like that. So you load the back of the glass and then you stick it back in to the opening and you press it down slightly, and that's my back bed. And I do that because glass, especially this old stuff, is rarely flat. Rarely flat. The next step, for me anyway, I'm going to show you this also because I hate those push points. I use triangles, which I'm going to show. I either get them from C.R. Lawrence, like this, or I have other little ones, like these, and we use some of the little ones. It used to be in the old days, long time ago, you'd get a driver in each box of points that you bought. And these days they rarely come with a driver. But you can use a screwdriver, or this is actually a driver. Okay. And the idea is that you hold down the triangle against this flat edge with your fingernail, and you tap this little wrinkle with a hammer. You're not picking up the hammer. You're sliding it along the glass. Very simple. Now, all of the glass that I took out of here was held in with these triangles. Probably a little bit smaller, but the same thing. And you can buy guns. You can buy guns that help set these. But I've never had much luck with the guns. So, I do the manual method. Seems like when I use the gun, the recoil from pulling the trigger would always break the glass, so I don't use them. The next step for me is to do all of this back bedding and pinning all of it in. And when I get that all done, then I do a face glaze. So, That's how I do a back bed. And that's how I was taught to do a back bed. And that's what works for me repeatedly. Thanks.